While playing Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, are you getting this loading screen that doesn't seem to go away, or your game doesn't load up all the way, or it takes a very long time to load, or if you're finding yourself falling through a map and weird things are happening? I'm going to tell you why right now. What is up, guys and girls, and all that in between? Today, talking to you guys about Avatar Frontiers of Pandora and why you're having issues getting your game to run. Why won't it load or play, or you keep falling through the world and things like that? First thing we need to look at is the system requirements. Now, there's something on here that's kind of new. It's not common. It's becoming more common nowadays with games like Cyberpunk and a couple other ones recently coming out, especially in the open world games, to where it requires a solid state drive for the storage. To me, this is the first time I came across this. I had issues. Couldn't load the game, and I kept falling through the map, or falling through the doors weren't there, or take 20 minutes to load. But I just couldn't play the game, so I found out it says SSD, and I've been doing some research. Reason why it needs to be able to pull files very fast, and the solid state drive does that. Solid state drives are amazing. They are hard drives are becoming out of date, Stone Age. Everyone, any new PCs you buy or build are pretty much all SSDs. Everyone's getting rid of their hard drives because they're just too slow. Now, for me, I got something cheap on Amazon. I had about $100 spent, Christmas money, early Christmas present, and I needed something $100 that would work great and be cheap-ish. So I got something called it's Mexican, made in Mexico, I believe. Eddie Loca PCI M.2 NVMe solid state drive 2 terabyte for like $99, right under $100. So you can get these, they're pretty cheap. As long as your motherboard has, most motherboards from the last 5-10 years have an M.2 slot or a PCIe slot, or you can get a adapter for it via, I think, maybe not USB, but PCIe, and that's a very common slot for every motherboard to have. So you should be good to go. Just get I got 2 terabyte under $100. You can get 500 gigabyte one, probably $50, $40 easy, $40 easy, $30-$40 are cheap, and you can get one just big enough for the game. The game isn't that demanding on storage, it just needs fast storage, and most games these days do need fast storage. It's just, and what was funny was it's got a lot of the requirements on it, medium to high, are pretty high. They require some like RTX 40, RTX 30s. I have an RTX 3070, RTX 2070, and it was like minimum requirements RTX 2030 or some shit, and then like recommended RTX 40 series. I'm like, what the fuck? RTX 40 just came out. It was like, maybe it was RTX 30. Anyways, it was very high end requirements on the CPU and GPU and everything. And so I was thinking I have to run on low settings. Once I put the new solid state drive in, the game is beautiful, runs great, loads up super fast. I was able to up my settings past what the limits were, and I didn't have any issues. I was not getting heat. The frames weren't dropping at all. So it's the game is well optimized. You can actually play in higher settings than it says you can. And I've noticed with my other games that I've installed on my solid state drive that they just launch and run so much smoother. Along with editing, my editing is so much better now. I can load files faster and render faster. I can a lot of things. It's just downloading updates for games half the time, because it's either your internet is part of it, and then your writing speed for your storage device is a big thing. So get you a solid state drive, preferably a PCIe slot, not a SATA cord, because the SATA slot is a little bit it's like half the speed of that M.2 slot.
Old and busted, new hotness.
M.2 switches. I'll show a picture right here what that looks like. But they're cheap. Guys, if you haven't upgraded to a solid state drive for at least your games, I highly recommend it. I have my operating system on a SATA SSD, which is just in a memory, just pretty much for the software for Windows, and then I have everything else on now my SSD, and I have 2 other hard drives that I run most of my videos, rendered videos, and some other games, less important games on there. But guys, that's the main fix for Avatar Frontiers Pandora. If you're having an issue with loading, you gotta go buy an SSD, and it's not just to play Avatar, guys. All these new games coming out, especially these open world games, you're gonna need a solid state drive, and they're not that expensive. I'm gonna put a link to a few of them here on in the description below on Amazon, so you can check those out. Another thing I noticed with one game, I saw an incredible improvement when it came to performance and loading speed and everything when I moved it over to my solid state drive with City Skylines 2. The lag and the frame rate issues I was having before, I have no issues at all now. I'm able to up my settings incredibly high, much higher, without having any FPS drops. I didn't expect an SSD to be able to make my game run better, like I was having a better graphics card. The write speed and read speed apparently is a big deal. So having that is going to be it changes everything. Makes the games run so much smoother now. But guys, I hope this video helped you out. If it did, make sure you smash that like button. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see some gameplay on Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, let me know in the comments below. And look forward to more videos coming out soon. Maybe even doing some Avatar tutorial videos. I've seen a few things already. I realized the tutorial in the game was kind of didn't explain much of it, did it really quick, and it's very easy to miss. A couple of things I missed, and I find out later on how to do, so I might be doing some tutorials on those. And look for more Ranch Sim. I'll be doing more of that soon, too. It's just been a lot of stuff going on, and kind of got a little burnt out on Ranch Sim a little bit, so I'm trying to take a little bit of a break from it to try and get the fun back. You know, it's not worth doing those videos when I'm not having fun. So it's just, the videos themselves are not very good when I'm not having fun. And of course, we'll be doing more Stardew Valley and a few other things, projects, and in the works. So guys, y'all have an awesome day.